Hey guys, so we have, finally, the kit of LF. Final form Frieza full power here. So just take a quick look at where he's placed on the actual character list here. He's above Purple Rose. He's above Yellow Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But he's got kind of like in the middle of the pack here of LFs. We have a ton of LFs here. How many is this? This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 LFs here. He's like number 8, or yeah, number 8 here. So higher stats than Red Zamasu. So I mean, his stats do seem, just based off of his placement here, definitely don't look too bad. I am going to be comparing him directly to Kid Buu. They are both range type LFs, non-transforming, so we can directly compare their stats. I think this should be a good comparison here. But Kid Buu, keep in mind, is above, a lot of these LFs here, so his stats are probably going to be a little bit higher. All right, so final form Frieza full power. Now, before we take a look at anything, the one thing to keep in mind, and I'm actually going to pull up this tag right here, Lineage of Evil, is that this team has a lot of support, right? Blue Cooler supporting. We have Purple Frieza who's supporting. If this Red Frieza transforming ever gets a Zenkai, he does support as well. This Green Frieza does debuffs. So like, there's a lot of non-intangible extra damage that this Frieza is going to be able to get just from the support that you can expect to receive from some of the better units on this team. So it's possible he doesn't actually look that good. I haven't looked at his kit yet, so I want you guys to keep that in mind as we go through this. Okay, so blast attack 253,000, strike attack is 243, so obviously that makes sense. He's a blast oriented unit, he's a ranged unit. Defenses are 161, 162. This is about what you would expect, I guess, from these LFs. I mean, the stats, mid 250s for offense. I think the one big exception is like this guy who has a crazy strike attack. Yeah, 262 is not really something you see too often. So Kid Buu is at 259 blast, 242 strike. So Frieza definitely has, I would say, worse offensive stats. A little bit higher strike attack, but his blast attack is not as high. And then defense is 161, 162. Kid Buu definitely has higher defenses as well. So overall, Kid Buu does have better stats. All right, so okay, is this long enough? Look at this. We gotta do it. We gotta always compare to the king of long unique abilities. Yeah, his is longer, I think. It is. Frieza does have a longer kit than Vegito Blue here. Okay, so let's go. You've got a big mouth, and it's time I shut it for you is the main ability. Draws the Ultimate Arts card, Death Crusher next. Okay, so he gets all of his Vanishing Gauge back. 20% health, 50 ki, 20% to ultimate and awakened damage inflicted by allies for 30 counts. That's good. So this is an area where he's actually going to be able to also support his team. I really would have liked it to have special move damage as well, because keep in mind, like, the purple LF Frieza holds a blue card, so this team's going to be spamming blue cards. So ultimate and awakened damage, I mean, taking a look at the actual team here, has an ultimate, has an ultimate, has an ultimate, has an ultimate. This guy has an ultimate too. So most of the units on this team that you're going to be using have ultimates. That does actually matter. Unique ability number 1 is the greatest showdown in the universe. 30% damage inflicted against Sun Family. Perfect. Yellow Frieza. We just got a purple Gohan who's Sun Family. So nice. I'll take that. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 70% damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. 40% reduces damage received. This is good. Again, I've been saying for a long time that, like, they've been giving a lot of these units that have come out recently like 20% reduced damage received. I think once you start getting to like 30% damage received, that's when you can really notice it. But 40 is good. There are units that used to come out that had 40% reduced damage received only on cover cut. So for this guy to have this at all times, I think is definitely really good. 25% of special move damage inflicted. Again, this is like twice as impactful on a unit that is LOE. Again, because of Purple LF Frieza holding a blue card. You're going to be able to launch twice as many blue cards, which makes this way better. He nullifies endurance just naturally. So that is like Yellow Demon King Piccolo, LF Rose. The yellow hit does that as well. That's a very powerful ability. You don't have to worry about units like Future Gohan eating your Rising Rush and living. The following effects occur when his character enters the battlefield. 30 ki, and then he reduces Dragon Balls by 1 3 times. That's actually, people aren't going to remember that he does this when you're using him, but that's actually pretty good. Also applies the following effects to self based on the number of defeated battle members. So 0. So this is just what he gets at all times. 20% of damage inflicted 15 counts, and increases arch card draw speed by 1 level 15 counts. That's really good. So just assuming you have a full team that's alive, you're getting 20% damage and you're getting 70% damage. That's just flat 90% damage boost. Plus, if you're fighting against a Sun Family team, you get an extra 30%, so he's going to be at a 120% damage inflicted bonus when you're at a full team party here. So 1 battle member is left. He gets 40% damage, and then he keeps the draw speed. And then when he is the last member alive on his team, he gets 60% damage forever. And he gets permanent card draw speed forever. So in total, he's going to be at 130% damage when he's the last man standing, which is pretty good. This this unique ability is ridiculous. Like, look how much is going on with this unique ability here. The second unique ability is the Emperor's Pride. Reduces damage received by 20% until combo ends when changing cover. So on cover cut or on cover change, he's at 60% reduces damage received. 60%. Knocks back enemies to long range of a cover change is performed against their blast arts attack. We saw that in the preview video. He does like a knockback thing, and you can combo with blue cards. Again, being able to combo that with blue cards is very important with this guy on your team. The following effects occur if own remaining health is 60% or below after enemy attack is over. He heals by 20%. He does 15% extra damage inflicted by allies, cannot be cancelled. 50% to own key recovery, and then -5 to own strike and blast arts cost. To all so he's buffing his allies with this too. So this guy's giving 15% to the team. We have, let me just pull up these guys. You have LF Frieza, who's giving 25% to the team. Then you have Cooler, who's giving, how much is he giving? 35% to Lineage of Evil. So if you're running a full Lineage of Evil team, you're getting 35, you're getting 25, so that's already 60% plus this 15, so you're getting 75% damage as support from this lineup. Your whole team, 75% more damage. Okay, that's pretty good. Also, the key recovery in tandem with the reduced cost is going to be very, very powerful with the card draw speed. Right, a lot of times when you have a unit that has card draw speed, a big reason why you're not able to extend your combo longer is because you're out of key, not because you're out of cards. So once you get this buff activated, you're going to be able to more easily chain your cards together. And honestly, I think with 50% key recovery, because keep in mind, LF Frieza also gives key recovery, like a lot. He gives, I'm just like losing my place here, 50% key recovery to the whole team. So you're going to already have 50% key recovery. With this, you're going to be at 100% key recovery. So 100% key recovery with -5 to strike and blast arts cost, like that in combination with each other, you're never going to run out of cards. You're never going to run out of key. You're going to be running out of cards. So that will be your limiting factor there. So his strike does have blast armor. Keep that in mind. That is very good. Regular blast card. The blue card, this is very important because obviously he holds 2 blue cards. Massive explode damage and oh my god, he does AoE damage. What? He does AoE damage. So the last unit that came out that had AoE damage, I think was Rosé, right? Unless I'm forgetting somebody. Maybe if I'm forgetting somebody, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it was Rosé. I mean, Purple Demon King Piccolo also has AoE damage, but I think Rosé came out after him. Rosé's blue card does do a ton of damage, right? Massive damage, he becomes type neutral, and it's AoE. So his is really good. Frieza's is good too. Keep in mind, he holds 2 blue cards. And this can chain this can chain off of his knockback. Like I did not expect him to give him an AoE blue card. Okay, so here is his green card, the Death Sonic. This is a lunging forward style green card that has blast armor. Restores own key by 40 upon activation. So even if you miss the green card, you're still getting 40 key back. He draws a blast card next. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 20% damage received for 20 timer counts. Shortens allies sub count by 3. Activates 3 times. Yeah, it's a pretty good green card. And then it's comboable as well. Shortening sub count is very good. So now there's 2 units on the team that shorten sub count. We have the other LF Frieza, and then this one. I think this guy also does shorten sub count by 3 as well. I don't think it's 2. I think it is 3. Yeah, it is 3. So you have 2 different green cards on 2 different units that reduce sub count by 3. That's very, very powerful. Obviously, drawing a card when you hit this is also pretty good. Getting key back, so you're basically guaranteed to be able to combo this, right? It's good. The ultimate is the Death Crusher. Deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation. 20% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 counts, and then applies attribute upgrade, minus 50% enemy sustained damage cut, and then it has blast armor. So the one thing that people are definitely going to bring up is, oh, it doesn't nullify endurance. Keep in mind, he already nullifies endurance with his unique ability, so this doesn't have to nullify endurance. Something else people are going to bring up is that, oh, it only does 20% damage. Compare that to, I don't know, Gogeta Blue. That's, oh, sorry, not Gogeta Blue, that's a bad example. Compare this to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's ultimate does 50%. Like, why is it worse? Well, the reason is because he's getting this buff from his main ability, 20% ultimate damage and weakened damage for allies for 30 counts. So that's going to factor into the ultimate damage here. It is only a 40% buff to ultimate, so it is still lower technically, but I think I would take that because it's giving the buff to all allies as well. But this guy's going to be hitting very hard. Very, very hard. And then his Z ability is Powerful Opponent, Base Blast Attack, and Defense. That's what I expected. Then he gets Frieza Force at 3 stars, and then Frieza Saga at 6 stars. So up to 35% to Base Blast Attack and Defense for all those tags. This guy definitely seems very good. He's doing a lot. Arch card draw speed. He's got Blast Armor. AoE blue cards when he's holding 2 blue cards. I think the one thing, again, I mentioned this at the beginning before we even started talking about his kit, you guys have to remember about this guy, is there's so much support on this team. LF Frieza and Cooler themselves are providing 60% of damage support. Like, that on top of the fact that he's getting 70% here, he's getting at least 20% here, so that's 90%, plus extra damage to Sun Family, plus he has Vanishing Gauge recovery here, plus he's healing and getting, like, he just, like, look at all this stuff he's doing. This stuff is crazy. 60% cover cut, like, I am very content with how they did this guy. They definitely did this guy justice. I think all this in combination with the fact that he's AoE damage as well with his blue card, which you're going to be launching a lot of. Yeah, he's going to be very, 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 very good. Okay, so that's Frieza. We also do have a EX Super Saiyan Goku. It's crazy how many Namek Gokus we've gotten. I'm actually going to take a look real quick and show you guys how many Gokus we've gotten. So we have Ultra Goku, that's a Namek Goku. We have the free-to-play Sparking Super Saiyan Goku from the Goku event that came out during the anniversary. We have LF Namek Goku. We have the OG Super Saiyan Red Goku. We have the Spirit Bomb Goku, and now we're getting this guy. So we have, what is that, 6 Namek Gokus? So yeah, we have a lot of Namek Gokus. I mean, I'm fine with that, because that's my favorite version of Goku, but they really like Namek Goku. I'm okay with that. This is a support-type green EX Namek Goku here. Stats are what you would expect from an EX here, nothing too crazy. The main ability is the ties that bind us. Draws a green card next, which restores key by 60. 30% damage inflicted by allies for 50 counts, so that is a pretty nice buff. And he gets card draw speed. Actually, this is a really nice main ability. I think this main ability is pretty good. What does this green card do? Restores ally health by 10%, and then cancels allies attribute downgrades. That could be interesting. I don't think it's going to be like game-breaking. Vados does that whenever she switches out once. So, I mean, it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be crazy. First unique ability is Flying into a Fury. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. 70% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Reduces damage received by 25% for 15 counts, and then minus 1 to blast art's cost. Okay, it's pretty good. I mean, 70% is not bad. 25% reduced damage received on an EX like this with these defensive stats are probably not going to mean that much. And this is fine. Second unique ability is Unfaltering Spirit. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Reduces next damage sustained by 50%. Cannot be canceled. Okay, so he actually has the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta effect here. So he gets 75% reduces damage received for the first hit. Right? Interesting. So I guess he could technically live a Rising Rush if you have him at full health and you throw him into a Rising Rush. This applies until enemy combo is finished. Okay? And then 50% to key recovery. Applies the following effects to self after enemy attack is over. Activates once, 20% damage, and then reduces damage received by 20%. Okay, so after that first initial cover cut is over, Okay, so he's actually going to be at 45%. Reduces damage received. That's not bad. This guy could be relatively tanky, actually, if you build him the correct way. Okay, that's not bad. Blue card is major impact and reduces damage by 60. That's fine. He buffs Frieza Saga, base strike, and blast defense. That's all the way through. Okay, so both defenses for Frieza Saga. Pretty interesting. This Goku's not anything special, but he can be pretty tanky if you build him the correct way. So that's interesting. Here's the banner. This is the first step-up banner that is going to introduce, again, the summon coin mechanic. We've talked about this extensively in the videos. Think of it as you will. We'll see and experience this for the first time tonight when this banner goes live, so we'll see. Again, the format is what they laid out for us in the news already. They're bringing back Revival Goku and Purple Hit for the first time, but obviously their drop rates is very bad. They're the same rate as every other non-LF sparking on this banner, right? So it's chances of you pulling them are not high. Kid Buu is back on this banner. It's pretty good. Broly's back. So, you know, they just brought back that, like, pickup, Legends Ultimate pickup banner during the anniversary with Kid Buu, Broly, and Rose. This is basically similar to that. Okay. By the way, I will say, they have been bringing back First Form Frieza on a lot of banners recently. I think there is a relatively high chance that LF Frieza could Zenkai fairly soon, especially because of this whole Namek Saga themed celebration going on. I think it could be relatively soon. I'll just say that. We have Namek Goku. We have Goten, who actually has not been on a banner in like forever. So that's cool. If people are wondering if this guy might Zenkai, I think it's possible. I'm actually a bit surprised that we did not see Super Vegito Zenkai during the anniversary. I thought we would see it. But the fact that they did not do that tells me it's possible that this Goten might be next. I'm thinking one of these two is going to be next, either Frieza or Goten. Then we have this Gohan back for like the 100th banner, and then obviously the new Frieza at 5.5%, so that's fine. New EX guy here, and then everything else is sort of just unfeatured at terrible rates because it's the remaining percentage is split up amongst all these units here. Like, look how many Sparkings are on this banner. Let me just see actually who's on here. Launch, Cooler, okay. We don't have any, like, Android 14 or 15 on here. Okay, no, we don't. Okay. So, that's the banner here. There's no, like, Goku on here either. That kind of sucks, whatever. Alright, so then we have the ticket banner. I mean, the ticket banner is pretty much the same as we've always had, right? 5% for the new LF, and then, like, 0.25 still for the other ones. That's pretty much it. Ticket banner's not changing, I don't think. And then we have this Beat the Heat ticket banner. I believe these are free tickets that you can get via, like, login bonus. I don't really know how you get these, actually, but I assume it's, like, via login bonus and co-op and stuff like that. But it's just free stuff. A lot of Sparkings on here, so it's just luck of the draw at the end of the day what you get. Hopefully you pull, like, this guy or something that can Zenkai into a decent unit, but that's what this banner is, just free stuff. Then we have, for story events, let me just go through this real quick. We have the new hyperdimensional co-op. Again, First Form Frieza. It's everywhere these days. I don't really know. Okay, here we go. Yes, obviously the new Frieza is going to have the most boost because he has 75% here, 50% here, and I don't know where else he's on here, but he obviously has the most boost, so you want to be using this guy if you have him. UI Goku has a very high boost here. Interesting. This LF Frieza has a boost too, but I think this yellow Frieza could be a good option too if you have him Zenkai'd. Actually, LF Frieza does support the Buddy as well in here, so he could be okay to use. The Q recovery in this guy is crazy in co-op. This event, Legends Road, is getting a revamp. It doesn't say if this guy's going to be Zenkai'd or not. I would think it's possible though, just because of the fact that this guy would technically be next, I think. Yeah, I think he would be next to get a Zenkai in Legends Road, but we'll see. These are the boost units. Farm them up if you can. Scout Battle Selection. I don't really know. I don't really know what this is. Scout Battle Select. I don't remember hearing about this ever. Have we had a Scout Battle Selection before? Because there's two. There's the Final Form Frieza one, and there's the Cooler one, because they both Zenkai, obviously. I guess this is a way just to get free Z power for both these units, which is cool. Then we have new equipment. We have this medical machine equipment. This is for any Frieza Saga unit ever. So there's a lot. Like, there's a lot of Frieza Saga units in this game. So this one can give either blast defense or strike defense to slot 1 up to 12%. Health, which is always very nice, up to 8%. And then either blast attack or strike attack up to 15%. I assume this is going to be the new PvP equipment because it doesn't tell you where to get it. So This equipment's good. It's not like, oh my god, it's insane. It's not that good, but any equipment with health on it is instantly like pretty good. So that's what that one is. Then we have an awakened equipment beyond the horrors of hell for every Frieza. Okay. This is also a very, very good equipment. Base blast attack up to 20% in slot 1. Then we have both strike attack as well as strike defense up to 15% in slot 2, and then ultimate damage to 12% in slot 3. So if you guys are into awakening equipment, I'm not into it, but if you are, this is a pretty good equipment. And that pretty much is everything we have going on in this update. Let me know down below what you guys think of full power Frieza. Are you summoning for full power Frieza? I think he looks really good. I'm not going to be able to tell how good he is until we actually start using him, but again, with all the buffs this team has in terms of support from the other LF Frieza and Cooler, like this is going to be a really hard-hitting unit. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be streaming later for summons, so hope you guys stick around for that, and I'll see you guys all in a few hours.